Yo, 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 what it do, people? It's your favorite white boy, Mikey's back with the real. You already know the deal, gang. And for this video right here, we're talking a little bit about NBA real fast. Warriors and the Lakers. I mean, not Warriors and the Lakers. I know I was thinking about the Warriors. I was talking to somebody about the Warriors while ago. But the Nuggets and the Lakers, man. The Nuggets and the Lakers. Um, Chef Murray with the shot, boy. Chef Murray with the shot, boy. Hey, I mean, you can't uh teach greatness. You born with a greatness gene. You born with that Michael Jordan gene, something LeBron never really had. He was born with a great gene. He wasn't born with the master gene. You know, uh, that clutch gene, that last minute, give me the ball gene. He wasn't born with that. But great player, top two, three best of all time. But man, it's over. It's over for the Lakers, man. Just like I had said the other day. Being honest, I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be a sweep. I thought the Nuggets was gonna sweep them just like they did last year, but things happen. You know, you know. Let me start by saying this: Lakers played good. This series they played better, and the games was closer than I thought they would be. Let me go ahead and give the Lakers their flowers. Let me quit playing around, just acting like there was just some walk offs because they actually played good. They actually played the Nuggets with some great defense. I think they were the best team. They give Nuggets the challenge. They challenged them for um the finals, for the trophy, for the championship. I think the Lakers had the best chance. Um, Besides Joker and Murray, I think AD and LeBron is the best two in the league still. At LeBron, 39 years old. I mean, just look what he gave you for the series. You know, he's not explosive. Um, he's not explosive, and he just can't carry a team like he used to carry the Cleveland Cavaliers by himself years ago. He can't do that no more. You know, Father Time is never been beaten. He's undefeated, and you can definitely tell over the years he's caught up with LeBron soon. This not took him out, but he don't have his zip. He don't have his as much quickness as he did. But with time comes wisdom. He may lost a little bit of speed. Maybe lost a little bit of his jump. Maybe his shots is a little off. I can tell his shots is a little off now. LeBron used to could hit. You know, like I said, he used to could carry a team, man, by himself. He used to could drive the ball, stupid layups, and he even could shoot. He has got better on his free throw attempts now. I will give him that. There's not many players that's actually got better over the years with the free throw attempts like Shaq. He was just never good with them, no matter how hard he tried. I don't even know if he really practiced them. I guess he did though, because why wouldn't he? But LeBron has got better with that over time. But like I said, time comes wisdom. His basketball IQ is it's about damn near unmatched. You know, Joker's got a stupid high basketball IQ as well. I mean, and their team just has uh their team is just so synchronized. You know, they play as one. I mean, they can be full court, full running down the court, man, and one knows where the other is, and he just no look passes the ball. And I mean, you see that from LeBron and the Lakers, you know, throughout the year, man. But on a consistent basis, the Nuggets just they play as a family, man. And I think that was really the biggest reason they won. Um, because they play so well together. I think they're the most uniform team. Um, Shout out to the Thunder. Shout out to you know, the Mavs. Shout out to the Clippers. They're all very good teams, you know. But like I said, I think the Lakers really had. First of all, the Nuggets are the defending champs. They didn't get to be the defending champs by a fluke. They swept the Lakers last year with basically the same team. So they didn't get there by accident. They are the defending champs, point blank, period. So they are a damn good team. And when you have a big two like Joker and like Murray, it's hard to beat, especially if you have a supporting cast. That supporting cast means everything. When you got a big two that's gonna give you 25, 30 points, 20, 25 rebounds a night. Then you got a big three. You got a third person that you can count on to give you, 20 points. And then you got a fourth and a fifth person that can give you 10, 15 points. That's a recipe for a winning championship team. That's what the Lakers were missing. The Lakers had the big two. They had AD and LeBron. They had just say LeBron canceled out Joker, AD canceled out Murray. What do you got? You had what's his name? Um, I can't even think of his name right now. Um, the white boy, the white boy. What the hell? What is his name? There he is, right there. I can't think of his name right now, man. I've been thinking too much about the hip hop. Austin Reeves. You have Austin Reeves, man. But the thing about Austin Reeves, he's gonna give you. He can only do so much. He's gonna give you the. Last night he didn't have the 20-point game. He had what? What did Austin Reeves have last night? I was see. I was about to mess up his name all ago. I was about to say Austin Rivers. I had the Austin right, but I didn't want to mess it up. Man, what's up on my computer, man? Why is it going so daggone slow? And he's only 25. He ain't doing nothing but getting better. Austin Reeves is a great beast. Like, I don't give a damn what nobody says. Austin Reeves, he's a great, very good addition to the Lakers. But that's like all they had. D'Angelo Russell, man, he showed up and then he got ghost. He would have a good game. He would be gone this offseason. If LeBron decides to stay in LA, which he probably will, because it's already, the weather, he ain't gonna get it nowhere else unless it goes to Miami. He's already been there. He ain't going back. The Lakers probably are up there in the top 5, 6, teams to win a championship. Everybody wants to play in LA. They have a good supporting cast. They just need a few extra pieces to get them over their hump. And I truly believe if they did have one or two more players that could have gave them that little more, 10, 15 points, they might have would have beat the Nuggets. Even though the Nuggets didn't play a good game in it, I don't think they played a complete game this whole series. I don't think it because I think they had in the back of their mind them sweeping the Lakers last year. I think they had in the back of their mind, especially after the third game, they let their foot off the gas when they was at home playing the Lakers and they lost. That was really the biggest gap by any loss that them two took off series on. When the Nuggets won, it was only by 2 or 4 points, each time. It wasn't by many. Murray won 2 games on 2 game winning shots. Game 3, game 2, and last night game 5. They played it close every time. They played it close every time. But the Lakers, they just needed that extra supporting cast, man. Because even though the Denver Nuggets won 4-1, those games was closer than your booty crack to your butthole. I mean, that's just how close they were. And the crazy thing about it is the Lakers actually controlled most of the games, and that's one good thing about the Nuggets. Though, and that's one extra thing it adds and makes them a championship team because even though they were down at halftime every single game, I'm pretty sure they was down by some type of points every single game. They never let it mess with their mental. They always told themselves and knew deep down they were always in the game, and they would always creep back up. If they were down six, the next time you looked up, they might have been up six. You know, the Lakers just couldn't never keep them down. Besides that game four, they kept their lead going through the half, going through the third quarter, going through the fourth quarter. They didn't give it up. Like Skip Bayless and them had said one time, in the last 6 to 10 minutes, that's when the Nuggets would creep back up, take the lead, and just win the game. If they could match the Nuggets in the fourth quarter, if they could just score the same amount of points, keep the lead. Because, like I said, at halftime, they always had a lead over the Nuggets. If it was, I remember up in like game two, I think it was game two, they had like a freaking 20, 22 point lead and let it get squandered away. So it wasn't like they're just some suck ass team that was just getting blown out and they lost 4-1. These games is one of the craziest series I've ever seen. You know, I mean, just point blank, is one of the craziest series I've ever seen because they just couldn't close, man. They just couldn't close. That's why I said I feel like if they had that third player that was consistently giving that to them, they would have had a damn good chance of beating the Nuggets. But again, the Nuggets didn't play their best games, I don't think, because they definitely had a lot of stuff they could have worked on. Murray was thought to maybe be out this game. Uh, he's got an injury. I think he's got a strained quad. Expected Jamal Murray injury update. This was 2 days ago. Calf strain. He had a calf strain. Now this calf strain, he was actually questionable for last night's game. He was questionable. A lot of people was thinking he might not play. And then after the game or before the game, Murray had said his trainer had actually told him, "Do not play this game. We're gonna rest you, get you ready for the next game. That way you'll be ready, and we don't have to worry about you further injuring yourself." To which he said, I think he replied back, "No, if I'm out this game, we're gonna lose this game, so I got to play." And they probably would have. The way that game went last night, if Murray wouldn't have been there, they'd have probably lost that game. And thus, him hitting the game winner. So it only makes it's like a fairy tale ending. You know what I mean? Definitely like a fairy tale ending. And but like I said, shout out to the Lakers, man. They did their thing. But so Murray played, man, and he hit the game winner again. I mean, and what's so crazy about that, he didn't even have. Let's see. I want to go back and look at the stats. Let's go back and look at the stats. Like Murray didn't even have. Murray's usually having 30, 35 points a game. Like during this game, I don't know if it was the matchup. See, I don't know what it was about it, man. It was just like they never they just didn't have the games that I'm used to the Nuggets playing, man. It just kind of felt like they were playing too tight. Like they didn't want to play too loose and get blown out and make some mistakes and lose down the road. So they made sure they played extra tight. Everything was, you know what I'm saying? And then like it seemed like through the game they got back a little loose. Murray was just never on point through any of the first halves or anything. He started cooking towards the third quarter, the fourth quarter, end of the game. See, LeBron had 30 points again. I think he had 30 points the other night. Anthony Davis had 17 points. If he would have gave you, now mind you, I think he averaged 28 points this series. If he would have gave you maybe 25 points, they would have had a chance of winning this game. Now Anthony Davis did go down with an injury during that game. It really didn't look like it was too bad. Now I don't play basketball. Them some big guys. I'm probably pretty sure when those two big guys run into each other off balance, not expecting it, anything can happen. Some of the some of the things that look like they was the slightest things can really be injury prone. I know when I broke my foot one time, the guy that was standing right there beside me, he was like, "Man, but you only done this. It didn't even really look." Yeah, it really didn't even look like much when my damn foot broke and I can't stand up now. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely get that. But Austin Reeves had 19, and there it goes. They didn't have LeBron was the only person to score above 20 points. Now let's go up here to the Nuggets. There you go. Oh, Murray did have 32 last night. I didn't even think he had that many. So he had 32, Joker had 25, basically what is being given you. Michael Porter Jr., such an important, such an important piece of that team. And he don't get enough credit, I don't think. But after this series, I do think that kind of boosted his name, put some value on his name for real, because he came clutch with some threes. This is no lie, man. The Nuggets couldn't get a 3-point shot. They couldn't buy a 3-point shot during a lot of these games in this series right here, man. Michael Porter Jr., he was coming through, man. I'm telling you, dude, he was wetting them. He was milking them. He was the only one they could depend on for basically this whole entire series to hit him a three, man. Last night there was one little move where where there was one little move where uh Joker had the ball. Well, Michael Porter, MPJ, he threw the ball to Joker. You know, Joker threw it back to him. Well, he threw the ball to Joker to make some separation. When he threw it to Joker, he got that 3-4 foot separation. Joker threw it back to him. Boom, busted the three and got fouled on it. Got the 4-point play. That's when I think it was 68-71, and they tied it back up just off that one play right there. So Michael Porter Jr. came in clutch, and he was definitely a big difference maker in the series. Aaron Gordon, he had a lot of rebounds last night. Joker basically had almost a triple double. He was one assist away from another triple double. He's a walking triple double, man. 20 freaking rebounds, and this was on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Gordon really didn't have that many points, but he had a lot of rebounds, and those rebounds help his players get points. But MPJ, man, shout out to MPJ. He uh he was definitely on fire, man, and much needed for the series. When they couldn't get hardly anything going, he was keeping them in it with them threes, man. He damn sure was. But let's see what he said. Said he had a message. Did he have a message to the Lakers after the loss or a message to the media? This is the head coach. Some people are speculating that he might get fired. Some people speculating he might stay. Some people speculating LeBron James might leave to go try to get a championship somewhere else. But like I said, I don't see that happening just because he's building a new mega mansion there in LA. I think he's planning on retiring in LA. He's got a good relationship with Jeannie Buss, the owner. So I think they will basically try to get him whatever he needs or anything that can help him win. Um, I don't see him leaning. I want to see LeBron play in 1 or 2 more years, probably. Thanks, Everest. So the Nuggets will move on to face the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have been playing pretty good too. So Darvin Ham's been there for 2 years. So they made a statement which made many people feel like that was likely his last game with the team. So I guess he went on the Twitter. It's been a hell of a 2 years sitting in this seat. I tell you that. It's been a hell of a 2 years. And at this point in his career, LeBron's used to having coaching changes. At the Lakers, they're known to get a coach in, not see results, get a coach out. They see championship. If you can't win a championship, if you can't do that for them, they'll give you, 2 years, but then you out, man. I think LeBron, they said, since he's been at the Lakers, he's already had 4 coaching changes. Um, I think he done good, man. I think I think Darvin Ham did good. A lot of people don't like him. But there's not really much he could have done in them situations. I mean, with what they had, the players they had, the Nuggets was just obviously the better team, the more talented team. If they would have had a few more talented people, they would have been just as good. They could have even won that series. So you really can't put it on Darvin Ham. He's coaching, he's putting them in good positions, he's doing this, he's doing that. He can't get out there and win for him. He's just he's got what he's got at the beginning of the season. He's got to win and kind of craft and mold him into the best operational figure that he can into that season right then. And then you go to the off season. You try to get a little bit of players. You try to say, hey, this is where we at. This is what we need to work on. Let's try to get some players to compensate for what we're lacking. That's how you do it. When a coach comes in there and he gets fired after the first year or two, you really can't see anything. You really couldn't see what he's worth. You know, LeBron getting older in his career, maybe Jeannie busting them's like, man, look, LeBron ain't got too many more years left. If we really want to try to win another championship with him, maybe we need to get another coach in here that's more on the track with him. I don't know how the players are taking him in the locker room or anything like that. Maybe they don't have a good connection with him. Maybe they don't have a good, rapport with him. And maybe it's just time for him to go. But from the outside looking in, I feel like he doing all he could do with the players that he had. He didn't have a great good support cast. He had basically Austin Reeves, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. Austin Reeves played his heart out. He tried to do everything he could. He was actually the one that was the only one trying to get his hand on there to block Jamal Murray's last game in the shot last night with 3 seconds on the shot. So he was everywhere doing everything he possibly could. It just wasn't enough. And then Anthony Davis, let's look at that right now. Anthony Davis went down with that crazy ass injury, and he was actually kind of balling out with before that injury came. So hey, who's to say if AD went up? And we don't know how bad. Look, when you sitting in the seat at home watching players, football players, basketball players, baseball players, soccer players, when you sitting at the home, when you sitting at home coaching from your couch, and a player gets injured, you can look at that play and say, "Hey, man, that really didn't look like anything." Just like me with my foot that time, you can say, "Man, he barely even did this. He barely even did that." But you can't actively feel what that player's feeling. So if Anthony Davis bumped into that guy and they said it was a stinger or they said it was whatever he done, because I seen it. Whenever he ran into him, he did fall down on the ground like he got shot. He had like he was in the most severe pain ever, and he walked away with his arm hanging down. That kid got shot in the arm, and his tendons was broke away from his collarbone, and it was just hanging there. So he was definitely acting like he was in some pain. How bad it was, I guess we'll never know. But after that, he was never the same. He was just like a half a man out there, basically just really being out there for his teammates. He really wasn't too good on defense no more or offense. And that really could have been the game changer if he was healthy and he played the whole game. Maybe he could have gave him those extra 5, 6 points. He finished with 17. If he could have gave him 22, 23, you know. Okay, LA got some bad luck from their Anthony Davis being bumped in the shoulder by Michael Porter Jr. and PJ, baby, and immediately falling to the ground in obvious pain. Davis was dominating inside for the first 2+ quarters. At that point, as similar to the rest of the series, Nuggets didn't seem to have an answer for the 9-time All-Star, and they really didn't, man. They put Joker on him, and he was just burning Joker. So they put was it Gordon they put on him, or it might have been Michael Porter Jr. they put on Davis, because Davis was just burning Joker. I mean, straight up, I love Joker. He's one of my favorite players, but he really couldn't handle it, man. And last night AD was monstering through the first 2.5 quarters. That's what I'm saying. They just had a matchup that was hard for the Nuggets to deal with, and I feel like that's why they struggled so bad. If when Anthony Davis would have went out, if they would have had that other person that could have picked up and gave him those extra few points, we could be having a whole different conversation right now. That we could be talking about them going back to LA and having Game 6. Now I'm glad the Nuggets won because that's what I picked for the series, and I just feel like they're the better overall team, the more talented players, and I would love to see them go back-to-back championships because that's not done very often in the league. A lot of people are comparing these Nuggets to the old Warriors, the Splash Brother Warriors with Draymond, Cliff, and Stay. I mean, Draymond, Steph, and Clay. I got tongue twisted right then. But so the Lakers is eliminated. It's gonna be Nuggets versus the Timberwolves. That's the next ones. The Nuggets is gonna be facing. Man, let's look at the last game they played. Damn.
Jokic has 17. The only other player. Edwards, yes! At the horn! A couple looks. Have the Wolves learned their lesson? Monday, they led Atlanta by 19 at the half. Tonight, they lead the Nuggets by 19.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car
So
insurance
out
and
of
I
the 4
saved
games they
hundreds.
played this
That's
year,
great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone.
was it 2-2?
Did you hear that? I just said her first
89 to
word.
110,
Can you say
115 to
mama?
112,
Can you
98
say
to
auntie?
111, 116 to
How many people
107.
could you tell?
This could
Only
actually be
paid
a
for
better
what you
series than I thought.
Which first round exit do you think will be more disappointing?
I would tell you it's a tough call.
Very.
But I would say to you, it would be Milwaukee. The reason,
Guess this will be a little bit closer than I thought. Maybe a better series. Seems like the Timberwolves are already playing the Denver Nuggets pretty damn hard. Guess we'll just have to see. When's the first game? Saturday, May 4th. So this coming up Saturday. It's gonna be Denver at home. The Wolves is heading to Denver. Mile high, baby. For game one. So they'll probably play 2 games there, then 2 games back in Minnesota, then a game at Denver, a game in Minnesota. Guess we'll just see, man. Appreciate you all, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Who y'all think, what do y'all think? Do y'all think the Lakers could have done anything better? Or the Nuggets just too good? Who y'all got out the Timberwolves and Nuggets series, man? Y'all let me know down in the comments.